For my third video and final video in the Final Expense Sales is Not for Sissies video series is about being stubborn. I'm going to tell you why stubbornness is the worst thing in this business coming up right after this. Greetings, it's Dave Duford at Final Expense Agent Mentor at feagentmentor.com. Thanks so much for watching yet again. And the purpose and the topic of discussion in this video is why you cannot be stubborn and why you're going to be a sissy if you are and flunk out of this business. It's the third part of a three-part video series on why Final Expense is not for sissies. You have to be humble when it comes to any type of new profession that you're learning. You must be open-minded to modifying your approach or your way of thinking, especially if things aren't going your way. And unfortunately, stubbornness is a human element and characteristic that we all have to face. Holding on to our ideas, our concepts of what's right, or concepts of what justify our behavior, we must do away and question those things on a daily basis. If you're not getting the results that you want out of the Final Expense business, stop being stubborn. Look at yourself soberly and identify what things you need to do better. Now, as a Final Expense trainer and somebody who recruits agents, I can tell you a number of things that agents can do to immediately get better results if they will just stop being stubborn. The first thing is they need to work more. This is the biggest factor to not getting the results you want. Who would have thought? You got to work your ass off to be successful in anything, and Final Expense is no different. Take me in point. When I went full-time after getting back or leaving my full-time career, when I had a period there where I went back to work for a corporation for a year, and I got back to Final Expense full-time, I worked 6 days a week. I had absolutely zero concern about working that often because I hated the idea of having to go back to work for somebody else and having my career out of my control. So I would work Monday through Saturday. Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays were long days. Tuesday, Thursday, Saturdays were short. I'd come home at 10, 11, 12 at night on long days and 6 to 7 on the short days. I have kids, didn't see them, have a wife, didn't see them that often. And yeah, that's tough, but I knew it would be a lot tougher if I didn't take a chance and use my human capital and capability to the best amount possible to give me the best odds to succeed. So I say this to you, if you're not getting the results and you're not seeing a lot of people, look at how your work schedule is. You know, a lot of people get attracted to this business because they can only work a couple days a week. I'm sorry, that is rewarded to somebody who's been in the business for a long time and who's grinded it out, working long hours. The short hours come to those who stay at it and survive the business and develop a level of expertise, but as a new agent, you have got to get in this business and work hard. Now, it's more about working hard and utilizing all the time you got than necessarily working 7 days a week. Look, if you're wanting to get started in this business part-time, you can certainly do that, and obviously you're not going to work 6 days a week, but I'm talking to the full-time guy who's dissatisfied with the results. They got to work. You got to work more. There's no question about it. The other thing you got to do is you got to get to the point of following the basics and fundamentals of this business. The last video I talked about analysis paralysis. You got to do away with that, and you got to stop being stubborn about justifying why you do what you do and the way you think. And you got to just supplicate yourself to the fundamentals. The fundamentals being, you go door knock your leads, you call them in advance if you can to set appointments same day or the next day, and you do whatever possible to get in front of as many people as possible. The more people you ask for business, the more you're going to sell. Stop creating unique ways of doing this business. Just do what works and stop thinking too much. Just be productive. Go out there and accept getting rejected like I talked about in the other video. You've got to get out there and do the job because that's the only way of making a success out of yourself. So hopefully this helps. Being stubborn is like pride before the fall, right? You got to do away with stubbornness. You got to be humble. Just do what you're told, and I promise you the results will be great because that's what this business is about. It's so simple, it's complicated, but it's definitely not easy. Hopefully that all helps you. My name is Dave Duford. Thanks so much for watching again. If you haven't already, up here, join my No BS Final Expense newsletter. Within that newsletter, you get 4 free sales training programs just for free for joining. You get a sales audio, you get a sales prospecting audio, and you also get 2 free scripts to help you door knock better and set appointments better. Thanks so much for watching and listening. Hope you guys have a fantastic day. Thank you.